Well, I've always been, ever since I was in high school, involved in community events and just to give back. It's fun. It gives you, it makes you feel good to help others and to give back something that is intangible. You see joy in people's eyes and relief, and all of that is good reason to volunteer. Well, Washington County has been my home all my life, so I tend to volunteer and do things that will help the local community. But hospice, I was the Register of Wills for the county and worked with people that have just recently been through a grief and loss in their family. So I've heard so many good stories about hospice, and I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, I was encouraged to join the board, recommended by several folks in the community, and I did. And hospice is just, it's an organization that you may not realize what they do all the time, but someday you'll have a hospice story. Almost everybody that I've ever been engaged with during my time at hospice has a hospice story. Someone in their family, friend, neighbor has engaged hospice for services. And it's a comfort to know they're there, and they really support an individual and their families at the most trying of times. And I've always been involved in my church, and just giving care to the least has always probably been at the heart of my volunteerism. That's a good question. Organized, I always have a notebook for each board that I'm on to know, what the current project is. But hospice has a great staff. In reference to hospice themselves, they have a great staff that keeps you organized, where we're going next, what our next event is. The same with the Historical Society and leadership. They both have good staff that keep the boards on message and keep us motivated and looking for the next project to keep the entire volunteer group involved. The great people that you work with and meet, I think, are probably the most heartwarming. The great stories that you hear, the camaraderie with other volunteers, with board members, and just getting out in the community and seeing people are thankful for what the service you're providing, whether it be through hospice or that you're promoting and encouraging history through the Historical Society, or my role in Leadership Washington County has been to help foster leaders in the community. And you're always amazed at what people can do. And just getting to see that, to me, is the most uplifting in volunteering. It would be to encourage folks to help, to give back to your community, to help others, whether it be through your church or volunteering with a community project. I think that just helping others and giving back to a community that probably in some way has helped you through the years would be my mantra, so to speak.